I made it here to the Salt City Speedway in Hutchinson, Kansas. We're at the Kansas State Fairgrounds, so I'm looking forward to tonight. First ever time being on a half mile. That's gonna be a very new experience for me. Gonna be fast. We think we have a pretty good idea with the gearing and the setup on the car. Kind of a paperclip of a track for how big it is. Long straightaways, pretty tight corners, but they're adding some water to it. So we think hopefully can start off on the right foot, be fast in hot laps, give good feedback to my dad, make some changes for qualifying, and hopefully put down a good lap. But first ever time being on a half mile, like I said, so that's going to be something new, something to learn and figure out. But I've talked to some friends of mine and they've given me some advice, so I appreciate that from them. So just new experience, gonna take it all in. They're adding some water to it, so that'll be good. It's about 75-80 degrees, minimal wind, so the track should hold up pretty good. Pretty narrow racing groove, especially down in turns 1 and 2 here. You got the flag stand right there, coming across the front stretch here, so should be a good night. We're about 3 hours away from hot laps and qualifying. We're with the American Sprint Car Series again, so their format is hot lap, then you'll go straight into group qualifying. So we'll hot lap, we'll go into the infield, the mules and four-wheelers will be down there, and we'll hot lap, then qualify with the cars, against the cars in our heat race. However we do in qualifying will set us up for our heat race, and then however we do in our heat race will set us up for later in the night. So hopefully we can unload pretty quick and get off on the right foot.
Cars are pushing onto the raceway. It's time to get qualifying underway. The 88J Jeremy Hewish, first car that will see a time. He's out of Jetmore, Kansas. He's won here at Salt City Racing at the Kansas State Fair earlier this year. What kind of lap can he turn? He's joined on the raceway by the 2B of Garrett Benson, the 15-year-old out of Concordia, Missouri. Coming under the green, the warm-up lap underway. Quarter steel buildings, quality traffic control, shore-built suspensions, Dawn's diesel heavy-duty engine kits on the 2B of Benson.
Be interesting to see what years can do. Let's hope in the lap he had a good time there in the hot laps.
19.152 for Hewish. And then Benson turns an 18.8, so a 19.1 for Hewish and an 18.805 for Garrett Benson. Hewish, lap number 2. Comes across the line, a little better at 19:103. Garrett Benson a little better at 18:667, and 18:667 for Garrett Benson. He sets the mark here in qualifying.
Just got done with hot laps in qualifying. First impressions of a half mile, very fast. I feel really comfortable. You want to keep the wheel as straight as possible. If you mess up a little bit on how you enter the corner, it's hard, but you don't want to correct it too much. A couple times in hot laps, I'd get in a little, not at the right point, and the car would get down, and I'd try to correct it, and it would just make kind of, a big tail slap. But just trying to be smooth. We qualified 3rd out of the cars in our heat race. I felt really good in hot laps. We had our right rear tire that was on the car. It got a hole in it, so it was leaking. So we had to put a new tire on between hot laps and qualifying. That messed up our stagger a little bit, which I think hurt us also. And then we tried something different with the shocks, and that helped me on the entry and in the center of the corner, but it hurt me off exit. So we're right there. We're not far off. A couple improvements on my part. Car get a little more comfortable, and we'll be right there. So fast track for sure. Starting to go away. Not much of a cushion. Kind of dusty, and the straightaways are getting really slick. So hopefully they can add some water. Otherwise, the straightaways could possibly rubber, but start second in the heat race. Got to get a good start, be smart, and clean air is everything. So we're working hard, trying to get better, new experience, so doing the best we can.
Most things are over, the old world is gone. Wash your death, catch your breath, that's the West.
Coming now to the white line in turn 4. Green flag is in the air down the front stretch. Garrett Benson, the early leader. We're watching a battle back there for 4th, the transfer spot. Austin Gossel has it right now. Looking to his inside. It's the 88J of Hewish. Hewish battles back around Gossel into a transfer spot. That's 4th and 5th in your picture. The leader is the 2B of Garrett Benson. Flying off of turn 4. Covington is 2nd, Jason Martin is 3rd.
Bit of a moment there, Randy, out of turn number 4 for the 1X of Wiedemann. Now out of turn number 2, almost got collected there with the 91. Some handling issues for Brian Wiedemann now trying to hang on to that sprint car.
A 2-second lead for Garrett Benson over Matt Covington. Looks real strong right now. Got the jump, and he's got clear track in front of him, and he's real smooth in the 2B. Putting that car up in the fluff at the top. He swung a lot of dirt around turn number 4 as he came around that corner. This is a picture back in the field of the 91 of Stasa, the 1X of Wiedemann. Back up front, a little bit lower line this time, but he still hooked that dirt at the exit of turn number 4. 3 laps to go now. Top 4 will transfer to the main event. We're looking at the driver in 4th right now. It's Jeremy Hewish. He's got about a second advantage over Austin Gossel in 5th. They come back under the stripe. We'll see. 2 laps to go. And the lead stayed the same as the lap before. One lap to go.
Gossel's trying to work that top side, maybe trying to find some last lap momentum there on Hewish for that final transfer, Randy.
Checkered flag waves. The heat race winner is Garrett Benson. He'll go to tonight's dash, the Honest Abe Roofing Dash. So it's Benson, Covington, Martin, and Hewish who go to the A feature. Garrett Benson, the heat race winner.
Finished up our heat race. We won the heat race. That put us into the dash. We drew the 6th pill in the dash, so we'll be starting 6th in the dash. Just 8 cars in the dash, 5 laps. Started a rubber there, and there was 3 heat races after ours, and it really rubbered on that. So they're doing some track prep. They're watering and tilling the track up, so hopefully the racing will come back to life. It's been chewing up our tires, especially in the heat race, so hopefully that'll stop for now. And the track can widen out, get 2 grooves of racing, and just gonna feel the car out. We made some adjustments, a few adjustments from the heat race, and we're getting ready to go for the dash, and just need to feel the car out, be smart, and try to make the right moves and put us in a good position for the A. You guys didn't miss much in the dash. Fresh rework on the track, so there was mud flying everywhere. We came home 7th, started 6th there, came home 7th. With being behind all those cars, there was a bunch of rocks and dirt flying, so we got a hole through our nose wing. I'm just patching it up with a little bit of duct tape, covering up the hole. Dad's grinding the right rear tire there. We're getting ready for the feature, so we'll start 7th in the A main. We got 25 laps ahead of us. We're getting ready to go here for the feature. We'll roll off 7th. We went 6th to 7th in that dash there, backed up 1 spot. Just didn't get a good start. Track wasn't very good, and I was kind of in dirty air. But for how dirty and crumbly the track was, and then being behind other cars, I felt great. I had great rotation, good drive down the straightaway. So Dad's got this car dialed. We're adding fuel. Got to be mindful of that. We're going to have a full 25 gallons of fuel. Rolling off 7th in the feature. Hopefully the track will widen out. Hopefully it doesn't get too abrasive. It was super rocky, sandy, muddy. I had like 3 tear-offs pulled entering turn 1 already. So I've never been hit with that much mud in the sprint cars. So just got to be mindful of the initial start here. Get out front, be mindful of dirty air. Try to put good laps together. I'm having a lot of fun, very fast, but enjoying the speed and positioning my car. It's pretty narrow, but hopefully it'll widen out and have, I don't know if it'll have side-by-side 2 groups of racing, but hopefully you'll be able to move around and, not get too strung out and widen out. So rolling off 7th, a couple more adjustments are being made, and we'll be out shortly.
Don't forget your wing as the race goes on. You got 25 gallons of fuel though. Yes, yes.
Okay, I love you.
Love you, buddy. Go get him.
Yep, love you. 15 laps completed in the A main here. It is locked down rubber. You can see it's real black through there, through the middle of the part of the track. So just hanging on here. We're running 6. Gaining on the cars in front of us, but as I get close to them, I kind of fall back due to the dirty air. So just hanging on, trying to be easy on the tires, and trying to make it to the end of the race. We have a caution with about 2 laps to go, and that gives us a chance to get single filed up and give another shot. Our night in Hutchinson, Kansas was a really good night for us. We came home 6th in the A main. That was my best career ASCS finish. Unfortunate that the track rubbered in the heat race and in the feature. The material, the dirt, was just really sandy, and it was hard for it to hold moisture, so I kind of expected that going in, but there was quite a bit of moisture into the track when we got there earlier that day. It had rained throughout the week, so I figured that there would be some moisture held underneath the surface, and maybe it would come up as the night went on, the sun set and cooled off, but unfortunately it didn't. So came home 6th, really good night for us. We were fast in hot laps. Car felt really good. We were spot on with the gearing. I got comfortable on the half mile. We came in from hot laps into the infield, and our right rear tire had a hole in it. So we had to change right rear tires. We put a different one on. We also put a different wheel on, so that kind of affected our how the car was set up. It affected our stagger too, so that hurt us a little bit, I think, in qualifying. And we also adjusted a little bit from hot laps to qualifying, and some of our adjustments were really good. And I think having that different right rear tire and wheel on and a few other things maybe hurt us a little bit, but we were able to go 3rd quick out of the cars in our heat race. Started 2nd in our heat race, won the heat, put us into the dash, drew the 6th in the dash. The dash was a fresh rework. Dirt was got on the start, dirt was flying everywhere. I hadn't been in dirty air the whole night, so that was something new to experience back there in the 3rd row. So fell back to 7th. For how bad the track was, it was real kind of dirty with the fresh rework, and being behind other cars, I felt really good. So that gave us good hope for the feature. Rolled off 7th in the feature, was able to get to 6th pretty well in the first lap, and then we had a restart and got to the inside of the 5th place car down the backstretch, and we had a caution, so that lap didn't get completed. That was unfortunate. I felt like I was going to be able to make that pass into turns 3 there and take the 5th spot, but restarted 6th, ran 6th the whole race. It rubbered probably with 10 or 12 laps into the A, so we were just trying to hold on from there. Had a caution with a couple laps to go. Almost lost 6th, but was able to get it. Was able to hold it down the backstretch. So a good night for us. First ever time being on half mile. Was very surprised with our finish. Our engine's been running really good, and we've been getting the car better. So I was confident in that. I just didn't really know what to expect, but it was a good night. So we're going to be hitting some more races with the American Sprint Car Series coming up, and I appreciate you guys watching this video, and we'll see you guys next time.